remember being a kid and something that my parents just kind of, I don't know if they came straight out and told me, but, and I know we've talked about it on the show before, that, the government's important and it needs to exist, but you shouldn't trust it. You shouldn't put a lot of faith in it. Like, you need to put faith in it where it counts, like, police, fire, roads, things like that. Things that we come together to collectively take care of as a society that is like a direct threat to human life. War, you know what I mean? Things like that. But for the most part, we don't, you shouldn't have a lot of faith in the government. And I was listening to somebody the other day about how we need more social programs because people are starving to death. And I'm thinking to myself, with the social programs we have now, the starvation rate in the United States is like zero. It's zero. And if you were to get rid of it, if you were to get rid of the social programs like food stamps, EBT, whatever you want to call it, and you were to, replace it with what was there before, which was soup kitchens, communal feel, right? Like if you had somebody in your neighborhood that just lost their job, you'd bring them a meal, you know what I mean? Or if, and we've had people do that in our neighborhood. Like all of a sudden one of our kids was sick and, we were taking turns going back and forth to Children's Hospital. This is, 5, 6, almost 7 years ago, you know what I mean? Going back and forth. And, neighbors were offering like, hey, if you're trying to handle, one parent is up in Buffalo, like, would you, some of the neighbors had offered to, bring by meals and help out. And like, that's what communities do. And by putting faith in the government to take care of your starvation problem, which doesn't exist, people have taken less faith in their community. You only have so much faith to give, right? And so what happens is you've got these different pots and people are taking faith from their community and religions and things like that, and they're putting them into the government. And the government is probably the last thing that you should have the utmost faith in. You should be critical of the government. You should trust but verify with the government. But I don't know about having blind faith in the government. And I'm sure if you went back to not having faith in the government programs and having faith in your community, I'm sure you would watch if you were to eliminate SNAP, EBT, and food stamps. If you were to eliminate that program, I'm sure the starvation rate in the United States would remain at zero. So, more food for thought, guys.